Welcome back to the We Are City channel for the penultimate episode of our career mode here on FC 25 in Season 3 with Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. The rebuild that we did has been fantastic, and it has taken us last season back to Premier League champions, to a Champions League semi-final. This season, it's taken us all the way for a possible quadruple. We've already won the Carabao Cup. We're in the FA Cup final, which we'll kick off the episode with against Newcastle away from home. And then we've got two Premier League games in today's episode. Chelsea at home, or Chelsea away perhaps. I think it's Chelsea at home. And then Arsenal away at the Emirates. Win both those games, and this Manchester City side lift the title on the final day ahead of league leaders Arsenal. It doesn't stop there, because that won't be the final episode. There'll be one more after this one, which will be encapsulating all that we've aimed for. It is the Champions League final. If City can win their second Champions League trophy in the club's history against a different side from Milan, it's not Inter this time, it is AC Milan we face in the final. If we were to do that, that would not only complete the treble, but also the quadruple. City would have won everything in store, and Pep Guardiola would crown himself and his Manchester City side as the best team and the best manager, surely, of all time. This aside for the FA Cup final for Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, and he does make some surprise changes in his side. No Bob, no Foden, no Simons. This is the team we go with. Bob's tired, so he's not in the squad today. Milinkovic-Savic starts and goes a back four of Cambiasso, Kusanov, Vardiol and Camavinga. A midfield three of captain Rodri, Ederson and Omar Marmoush. Doku on the left, Savinho on the right and Haaland for the middle. City have gone for those attacking wingers and those false fullbacks. Camavinga back at left back today. On the bench you've got Araujo, Frimpong, Nico, Mikasa, Simmons, Foden, Mikadi, Oscarson, and also Diogo Costa on that bench as well. 6 for 8, Milinkovic-Savic has been a hero in this competition and in the Carabao Cup on penalties should it get there. And hopefully he can be a hero once again in goal. We need him, despite only having 8 sharpness. Here we go, the first final of today's episode. City are back at Wembley, where only a few months before we went on and lifted the Carabao Cup trophy. We're here again, this time to try and lift the FA Cup trophy. Out for two sides, Manchester City and Newcastle. Newcastle get himself under Eddie Howe to another cup final. Pep Guardiola knows how historic this season could be for him and his Manchester City side. Newcastle have beat Middlesbrough, West Ham United and Stoke City on the way. We beat MK Dons, Bournemouth and Aston Villa on the way to the FA Cup final. 4 goals in his last 3, Erling Haaland a man to look out for. Let's see how Newcastle line up today. How Eddie Howe goes this side. Are they going to play attacking wingers? They're going to play false fullbacks. Well, obviously, we're not going to be doing things like we do. A different style, but they're a very energetic, very intense side of Newcastle. I'm sure they'll bring it today to try and win the FA Cup. Well, this is Newcastle start 11 that possesses a very, very scary front line of Gordon, Isak and Ryan Cherki. The midfield's pretty strong as well. Gavi, Willock and also Tonali. And a back four of Ali Prince, Hanko, Botman and Ait Nuri. The likes of Hugo Larsson, Reece James, Manu Akanji, Amora, De Vrij, Barnes, Jones. So many quality players across their team. Here's Ederson. Camavinga. To Rodri. Into Cambiasso. Savinho. Behind to Cambiasso, dealt with by Ait Nuri, but there's Savinho working hard to win it back, and he's crossed in here to Doku. Well, hang on a minute. The referee has just played advantage on a penalty. I can't believe I've just seen that. The referee has just played advantage on a penalty. Savinho is taken down in the box. And they say penalty, but the referee plays advantage on a penalty. In the FA Cup final, advantage on a penalty when Doku doesn't score. What is going on here? That's a penalty. The linesman gives it, the referee gives it, he plays advantage in the box. Right to Doku. Doku, and he can't beat Oli Prince, which is sort of his job there to do. Camavinga doesn't win that header against Isak. He gets it back anyway. City keep it. Dominated this game. We should have had a penalty. Nah, I will not forget that. Cambiasso. Savinho. Cambiasso. He lifts it to the far post. Doku is waiting! And Oli Prince puts him off. Doku's quick. I'm sure he's quicker than Ryan Cherki. And towards Ederson. Omar Marmoush. Ederson. Doku. Good play. Doku's away here. Trouble for Newcastle. Doku. Into Erling Haaland, his first chance of the game. Bottom corner, he finds it. That's why we started Doku today. Because of the pace and the counter. Because he's so tricky. That could be Erling Haaland's first touch of the ball. And he gives City the lead in the Emirates FA Cup final. Doku away from Ollie Prince. On a plate for Erling Haaland. And he dispatched it to the bottom corner past Onana. Doku away from Prince. Doku, good feet. Lays it off. Rodri hits one here. Good save by Onana. Well, those two know each other well from the FA Cup final. From the Champions League final. Rodri scored in that one. He's over this one to take it. Short to Savinho. Back into Rodri. Lifts to the far post here. Ederson is there. Oh, no one attacked it though. Where's Haaland and Marmoush attacking it as Ederson puts it across the box? Into Camavinga. Right to Doku. Haaland. Back to Doku. In behind to Marmoush here. Space to Marmoush. Marmoush against Onana. 2 assists for Jerry Doku today. 2 goals for Omar Marmoush and Erling Haaland. And City have 2 goals today. FA Cup final, we're in the lead. Just a little ball in behind by Doku. Marmoush finds a space. Finds the angle past Onana. Finds the back of the net. City 2-0 up, and Marmoush and Haaland, what a combination play they have. They've started pretty much alongside each other today. Here's Cherky. Gavi. Got some real star players in this side. Gavi with a good ball here. Cambiasso across. In the end it falls to Rodri. Marmoush. You had a shaky spell this season, as did many of the players this season. Oh, I didn't pass it there, Rodri. I went to Cambiasso. Oh, and in behind Kusanov to Isak. And Alexander Isak, great smother by Savic and calmly taken down by Camavinga. Chased by Kusanov, really good pace. Up towards Makadu. Just keep it into Rodri, well played by the winger. Now there's space around Makadu. Makadu inside. Good run. Makadu hits when it's blocked away, and maybe he could have gone for the pass there. It's a different fullback now, today. Manny Kanji, in fact, his former teammate, Nico. Rodri! Right in the middle of Onana. Makadu gets there, keeps it in. Lifts it to the far post, and Doku arriving away by Newcastle. Manny Kanji in it right back. Camavinga makes a mistake there. Isak wide to Ryan Cherky. Quick feet. Good feet. Isak. Kusanov in the box. Penalty Newcastle. That's a rash challenge by Aboukadir Kusanov, but it's so annoying when we should have had a penalty referee. You know we should have had a penalty, and you didn't give it us. And Kusanov makes a late one on Isak. Could take away our clean sheet. Isak! Top bins by Alexander Isak. 2-1. Game on with minutes remaining. Up steps Isak. Backed him to score. Does score top corner. 2-1. Kusanov gives away a silly penalty. But we should have had a penalty earlier in the game, and that's what hurts. Mikasa. Oh, good running by Mikasa here. Past Hugo Larson. Still going in, Mikasa. Mikasa! Tipped over the bar by Onana. What a final goal that would have been from Mikasa. Camavinga against Isak. He flicked it on here. Tonali. That is the full-time whistle gone. You know what that means. That is 2 down of a possible 4. City are FA Cup winners, and in the final we do it really well, beating Newcastle by 2-1. Another step closer to that treble. Still 2 Premier League games left, still a Champions League final left, but it's not just a treble, it could be a quadruple. That is how close this Manchester City side are to achieving something quite very special. Celebrations here, let's see the trophy lift. Well, there is Manchester City's captain Rodri stepping up to the podium. FA Cup title trophy in his hands. Manchester City are Emirates FA Cup winners. Our second major trophy of the season alongside the Carabao Cup. And we are still in the fight for the Premier League and the Champions League. This will just add to the team's confidence in what we can achieve this season. And we are not going to stop at that one trophy, hopefully, in today's episode. So this is how the Premier League title race is looking. Arsenal have got 1 game left at the Emirates, at home, against Manchester City. We have 2 games left. One of those games is at the Emirates. Today we face Chelsea, 5th place Chelsea, who are fighting alongside Liverpool, alongside Newcastle to an extent. Yeah, definitely Newcastle. Spurs and Villa to get a top 4 finish to get Champions League football next season. Now, if we win that game, we will be on 85 points, 2 points behind Arsenal, meaning a win at the Emirates means City lift the title. A draw, Arsenal lift the title. A defeat, Arsenal lift the title. But if we win today and then go and win at the Emirates, we win the title. From absolutely out of nowhere, Arsenal will not understand what's just hit them. when City lift the title in front of their fans at the Emirates. The meltdown, if this happened in real life, would be absolutely ridiculous. But we've got to beat Chelsea first. They are fighting for top 4. They're the first side to beat us this season. Only 4 defeats all season. They were the first team to beat us at Stamford Bridge. A 1-0. They did beat us. I think a goal from Pedro Neto. So yeah, pressure's on here. We've got to get this one against Chelsea. And then it goes down to the final day. To recent results, there is some complacency amongst the City side. Marmoush, Kusanov, Vardiol, Cambiasso and Haaland a little bit too happy with himself after winning the Emirates FA Cup. Hopefully, that doesn't cause any issues today. We start with Costa in goal, Frimpong, Araujo, Vardiol and Cambiasso, the back 4. Captain Rodri partners with Camavinga in the midfield 2, and then it's a front 4 of Erling Haaland leading the line. Bob on the right, Savinho on the left, and Xavi Simons through the middle. Lemechka, Oscarson, Marmoush, Lewis, Foden, Edison Water, Nico, Kusanov and Milinkovic-Savic. Come on, City. Well, City versus Chelsea here at the Etihad Stadium. Massive game. Arsenal fans will be watching this one, nervously hoping that Chelsea do them a favour and beat this City side, because City are on course here with 3 points to be 2 points off the league leaders Arsenal and have a chance of lifting that Premier League title. We have to win here today to be in that position. Arsenal know then, when we go to the Emirates, they are in big trouble. It could be very scary for them. And to see this City side come from 10 points behind with 10 games remaining and to lift the title in front of them, in front of their own eyes, I don't think Arsenal fans will be able to take that. That would be an incredible achievement by this City side, who are still on course to complete a quadruple. Let's see how Chelsea do line up to try and dent our title hopes, to end our title hopes today. So this is the Chelsea side then, starting a 4-2-3 formation, battling for Champions League football. Robert Sanchez is the goalkeeper. It's Livramento, Colwell, Captain Disasi and Chilwell the back 4. Palacios and Caicedo midfield 2. Yildiz, Palmer and Sancho in behind. Nicholas Jackson up top. Joao Felix on the bench as well, but Palmer and Sancho against their former side. Yildiz it is down this far side against Cambiasso. 2 former Juve players, know each other pretty well. Palmer. Jackson hits one! Oh, well. Chelsea haven't read the script. Chelsea take the lead. And it's Nicholas Jackson. Stood off him by Vardiol and Araujo. And what a strike from him. Expected goal 0.09. And he goes and puts in the top corners Nicholas Jackson. What a strike in this game. And what a turn in the tail this could be for Manchester City's title. What a hit by Nicholas Jackson. Palmer well done. Frimpong in towards Xavi Simons. Camavinga. That wide to Frimpong here. He's away. Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong onto Bob. Bob across the box to Savinho. It's cleared into Erling Haaland. And behind for a goal kick. Caicedo chased by Vardiol from centre-back here. Try and win the ball back for City. Here's Cole Palmer. He's so tricky. Palmer. This Chelsea side knocked the ball around really well. Vardiol, great. What an interception. Here's Xavi Simons. And we can unlock Chelsea straight away. Ball by Simons through to Haaland away. He's away from Colwell. Erling Haaland. Oh, saved by Sanchez. No way. Good tackle by Frimpong. Rodri. Haaland. Bob. Oscar Bob still away from Chilwell. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob! Oh, past the post by Bob. Frimpong tries to recover, but this City side are a little bit nervous here. Can sense it amongst the players and myself. And we can't get across to Cole Palmer here. And Cole Palmer should score, saved by Costa. Cross back in. Away by Vardiol, Xavi Simons. Last attack of the first half here. City fans roar. Xavi wide to Bob and he gives it straight to Chilwell. And that should be half time. Chelsea lead City by 1-0 at the Etihad. And a defeat here today. A draw's not even good enough. We've got to win. We've got to win. We need to wake up in the second half. Jackson's screamer is the difference maker. Watch you back out to Frimpong. Just trying to draw the Chelsea side out a little bit. Xavi. Brilliant feet again. Savinho. Camavinga. Back through. Savinho! What a miss by Savinho. Camavinga. Bob finds that space. Rodri. In behind towards Frimpong. Good play. Bob. Through. Haaland's in! Haaland scores 1-1. This is the comeback. Come on. There's no time to celebrate, Erling. Get up. Get stop this dancing and celebrating. An assist for Oscar Bob. A really good finish by Erling Haaland. The roof comes off the Etihad. They know that's massive. What a ball by Frimpong. Into Bob. Through to Haaland. Away from Corwill. Across it. Back of the net. Come on. 1-1 in the 56th minute. And it's time now to get that second goal for City. Obviously, we have to defend well as well. Because Chelsea might come forward again now. Sancho. Win the initial header. See where it goes. Away by Cambiasso. Down by Sancho. Back out here. Caicedo. Sancho. Jackson again. Rodri and Araujo with him. Jackson with another hit. Another save by Costa. Cambiasso back to him. Costa away to Frimpong. And there could be a bit of a counter here for City. And the City fans want them to attack here. I'm thinking Phil Foden. I'm thinking Omar Mamouche. And a good play there from Araujo. And Frimpong with a great challenge on Sancho. And he gets it back for City. Into Araujo here. Oh, he's been dispossessed. Not for the first time in front of his own box here. And Cole Palmer's in. And Cole Palmer to Jackson. Why didn't Cole Palmer shoot? I don't know. Palmer for Chelsea. Little back heel. Jackson's made a run through the middle there. Sancho. They just keep the ball, Chelsea, so frustratingly. Jackson. Vardiel tackles him. Frimpong. Forward to Camavinga. Into Rodri. Rodri right through the middle to Erling Haaland there, who's through. It's Haaland! It's Haaland to score! 2 on Manchester City. Double from Erling Haaland. On that weaker right foot from that side, he beats Sanchez. City are 1 win away from the Premier League title if we keep hold of this one now. Good pass into Haaland. Luis going to come on for Frimpong, who's tired. Might make some other change as well. Wide to Foden. Can he hold it? Fullback Araujo now. Thomas Araujo. Back into Foden. Foden for City. Foden. Foden! Past the post. Full-time whistle goes. A 2-1 win over Chelsea. We are 1 win away from somehow lifting the Premier League title. And we are 2 wins away from not only winning the treble, no, winning an historic quadruple. This City side are very much on the cusp of history, and that man to thank, Erling Haaland, with 2 spectacular finishes to get us all 3 points today. Final game of the Premier League season is another story going into this one, just not the Premier League title on its own, because Erling Haaland has levelled his competition record with 36 goals in 36 goals, and the competition record is, I don't know how many games he has played. However, he nearly broke it last year. This year, he could break it going to the final game of the season. And that final game of the season is Manchester City versus Arsenal. Away we go to the Emirates. 2 points behind the league leaders Arsenal with 1 game remaining. A win for City will put us winners of this title by a single point. Anything less, Arsenal have the title themselves. They might play defensive today, Arsenal, because of that. I think they will play defensive because of that. Chelsea have sort of dented their hopes of getting European football, but they might still get it on level on points. Liverpool in 5th and 6th place. But wow, that is crazy. We were 10 points behind this Arsenal side, and we have come back absolutely amazingly. Down at the bottom, Man United near there, which is nice to see. Wolves relegated, Hull City relegated. Bournemouth still could escape on the final day on 32 points. It's between them, Ipswich and Leicester City, who goes down as well. Oh, actually, West Ham still could get dragged into it as well, actually. They could go down goal difference, depending on what happens there. But yeah, this is the big main talking point, isn't it? Title decider. Final game of the season. And the 2 sides at the top go head-to-head. Wow. We could lift the title in front of those Arsenal fans. Well, this will be the Manchester City side for the title decider versus Arsenal. Costa will start and goal. It's Frimpong, Cassano, Vardiel and Cambiasso the back 4. Captain Rodri, Camavinga and Phil Foden in the midfield 3. Savinho, Marmouche and Haaland the front 3 on the bench. Oscarson, Doku, Simons, Lewis, no Bobby's tired. Edison, Wharton, Nico and Araujo. The biggest game of the season so far. Can we come out on top and win a domestic treble? And then we've still got, in the next episode, a massive Champions League final as well. What a season for Pep Guardiola's side. Well, here we go. The Premier League finale from the Emirates Stadium. Match day 38. 38 games. 2 points separate these 2 sides in 1st and 2nd, knowing that whoever comes out on top here today comes away with the Premier League title. A draw is good enough for Arsenal. That will keep them 2 points clear at the top of the table and let them lift their first title since what? The Invincibles. It's been a very long time for them. Mikel Arteta invested heavily in this side, built a massive Arsenal team to take on the likes of Manchester City and co. Unfortunately for him, it still could go all wrong here, and Arsenal could still end up trophyless to Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. Biggest game of the Premier League in a long time. I don't think it's ever come down to something quite as exciting as this, as the two top sides playing the final game of the season against each other, and the winner lifting the title. That is how exciting it has become. Captained by Martin Odegaard is Mikel Arteta's side. Would it be a failure for Arteta if they aren't to lift the trophy here today? And to see us lift the trophy in front of these Arsenal fans, that must be absolutely horrible. Sickening to imagine after the long, hard season Arsenal have had. Top of the table, but too many draws towards the end of it, and they could have thrown it all away. David Rice starts in goal. Is Tomiyasu, Gabriel, Upamecano and Calafiori the back four. Captain Odegaard, Rice and Mikel Merino midfield three. It's Havertz, Saka and Martinelli front three. Gabriel Jesus and Trossard, the attacking talent, on the bench. Manchester City versus Arsenal. Biggest game this season. Here we go. I am so excited. Savinho, Frimpong. Frimpong in space here. Frimpong to the byline. Frimpong across the box here. Good lift in. Marmoush is there. Tomiyasu, Vardy all down. Cambiasso on City start again, but at the moment, we're dominating this side, and Casanov is forced back to Costa. Back into Casanov, just eliminates Havertz from the game there. Rodri to Savinho, what a ball! Savinho's in! Savinho, what a challenge by Upamecano. But what a ball by Rodri from midfield there. Cut them open. Difficult to get the ball off Saka, but Camavinga's done it. Cambiasso back towards Costa, but 22 minutes gone here. Don't know if Arsenal will be happy with this start or not. They've not had a lot of ball, which I think they'll be worried about. City haven't really created much. Marmoush into Foden. Foden to Marmoush here. Now is a bit of trouble for Arsenal. Marmoush standing off him. They're worried about Haaland in the middle. Marmoush keeps going. Marmoush from a narrow angle. Good save by Raya. And away by Gabriel. And Rodri's done fantastic here. Rodri keeps it. Haaland. Phil Foden, the right foot, blocked away by Arsenal. Saka brings it away. Frimpong. Rodri. Camavinga. Foden. Savinho. Across the box here. Foden waiting up Meccano away. Arsenal get it away again. City struggling to break down this Arsenal side that are defensive. Martinelli. Footing by Rodri's not enough. Martinelli keeps going. Second footing by Rodri, still not enough. Martinelli. Good running by the Brazilian. Havertz. Mikel Merino. Back to Martinelli. Good feet. Odegaard. Martinelli! Oh! And that just might be the goal that decides the Premier League title. Gabriel Martinelli gives Arsenal lead, and the Emirates is going crazy here. Frustrating. What a finish by Martinelli into the top corner. We had ample opportunity to take the ball off him, we don't do. What a finish. Arsenal have the lead, 1-0. That's the title heading the Emirates way, and they know even if City score one now, Arsenal still lift the title, because draw's not enough. If you're an Arsenal fan, you're confident. The phone's played here. The phone back to Haaland, and Haaland takes it well, and Haaland hits it up. Meccano makes another great block. Cambiasso can't make the challenge here. Havertz. In there is Casanov, great challenge. Rodri. In through to Savinho. Savinho! Off the outside of the post at the end of half time. What a miss! Cracks the outside of the post. Arsenal have the lead at half time. And as things stand, Arsenal are Premier League champions. City have got to score 2 goals. And I think Savinho's got to score that one. Calafiori in behind towards Martinelli. Arsenal have grown into this game. That Martinelli goal is filled them with confidence. Casanov in there. Frimpong as well, we get it back. Oh, and gives it into Havertz, who shoots from range here. It's wide of Costa's post. We have got to pick up our level here, City. We've got to pick it up. Cambiasso. 1 goal could change this. Here's the confidence we need. Marmoush. Cambiasso. From fullback. Saka's with him though. Back onto Marmoush. Foden. Through to Haaland here. Haaland's in! Haaland doesn't miss. He breaks the goal scoring record. 37 Premier League goals this season for Erling Haaland. 1-1. And Arsenal have got a game in their hands now. Marmoush into Foden. Poke through to Haaland. Goal number 37 of the season in the Premier League. He breaks that goal scoring record. And he went through a really bad patch where he wasn't finishing. We said how poor he'd been this year. And now he breaks the goal scoring record. 1-1. City 1 goal away from the title. Arsenal fans Nerves are back on. He really is. Cambiasso can't win the tackle. Saka played him. Vardio tackle our own players here. Saka's in. Saka! 2-1 Arsenal. What a file this is. Oh dear. 2-1 Arsenal. Defence all over the place. Kasanov and Vardio hit each other. And Bukayo Saka rules it under Costa. 2-1 Arsenal. Changes to be made now. We've got to make changes. And that is going to be Camavinga off. Xavi Simons on. Xavi to Savinho. Away from Calafiori. Savinho. Frimpong. Cross in. Haaland's arriving. 2-2. There we go. Haaland now makes it 38 for the season. He's got as many goals as there is Premier League games played. Incredible from Erling Haaland. What a ball in by Frimpong. Haaland's there waiting. And a thumping volley. Kubasi's coming up right back. That is defensive from Mikel Arteta. And it's not worked because he's lost Haaland at the far post. Who thumps her in for 2-2. Come on. What a game for the Premier League title this is. What a game for the Premier League title this is. Martinelli. Arsenal look dangerous every time they come forward. And Saka's in again here. And Vardio's lost it against Saka, who's gone down. And you thought there's a penalty coming there, didn't you? I did as well. Spins away from Vardiol. Over top here. Cambiasso can't get there. Vardiol slides in, can't either. Erdegaard. And there is Kasanov, I think has been our best defender today. Cambiasso away from Saka into Phil Foden. Foden for City. Trouble for Arsenal here. Wide towards Marmoush again. Oh, bad ball by Marmoush. What are we doing? Time's ticking away. Foden goes and wins it back. It comes off the Arsenal player. Surely. Saka for the Premier League title over the bar by Bukayo Saka. That's poor. Shouldn't be going for goal from there, really, but he has done anyway. Savinho. Into Xavi Simons. Back to Savinho. Got away from Calafiori. Savinho. Haaland. Oh, onto Marmoush for the Premier League title. Oh, Marmoush scores for Manchester City. An assist for Erling Haaland. And we're in front of the Emirates. Wow. And the Arsenal fans will not be able to take it. 3-2. An assist for Haaland again. He's been brilliant this season. Oh, Marmoush scores. Well worked. Kubasi's lost him. Should have kept Tomiyasu on. Into the top side of the net by Omar Marmoush. Wow. 3-2. I'm going to go defensive now, City, surely. Last chance illuminary for Arsenal here. Rodri across. Rice. Saka. Intercepted by Cambiasso. Ederson. Onto Omar Marmoush. And we know where we're going with this one. Well, it's... Oh, Marmoush cross it in. Haaland attacks it. Ederson in there. Back out by Arsenal. Full-time whistle goes. We have done it. The absolute unexpected. The absolute miracle Premier League title win. With 10 games remaining, we're 10 points behind Arsenal. I think at one point we were 13, 14 points behind. It looked impossible. But on the final game of the season, we go to the Emirates. Haaland breaks the Premier League goal scoring record with 38 goals in the season. And Manchester City win the Premier League title. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. And here we are in front of the Arsenal fans at the Emirates, stepping up to lift the Premier League title. The Arsenal fans should be seeing their side do it. It should be their title. There should be red and white ribbons on this title, but no. There's blue and white once again. Back-to-back titles once again for Manchester City. City are Premier League champions. And Pep Guardiola is on course to just absolutely achieve the impossible with a Champions League final coming next in the next episode. That ends today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. City, FA Cup winners, Carabao Cup winners and Premier League winners. 3 already on the trophy cabinet for this season. 1 more to be European champions. 1 more to go to win an historic quadruple. Please like the video if you're already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. And please do, obviously, consider joining the We Are City Members Club to see these videos extended and early. This season has been incredible. This season has been massive. And it's not even over yet. One game to go. We'll see you guys for that game next time.